Brews and Banter Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I got water, I got, juice or whatever. Like, y'all need twin legs? Matter of fact, I do.
To everybody is, does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
We the best musicians and play themselves. While you hating and being jealous, you could be over here embracing that love, more blessings, more life.
God did.
God did. You either win with us or you watch us. DJ Khaled. They want to stop, but look at us now.
I didn't realize that intro was so long. I should have known from DJ Khaled. He always got a book to say before.
Yeah, he's not singing or rapping. He gotta make sure he's heard.
He's like the Kurt Franklin of hip hop.
Kirk wrote a couple of them songs, them hymns.
Well, I'm just talking about in terms of the talking. What up? Welcome to Bruising Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Well, that be the fuel. I'm your host, Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Dev?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Dev, guest starring.
That's right.
How's everybody doing this week? I'm good.
I'm good, man. Tired. I'm sort of glad that we're wrapping up the last Sunday in August. It's been a busy month for me, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
People been a busy month.
People love to get married in the summertime.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
But, I
Four weddings this month, and a birthday.
Right. Well, no, I guess people like to get married. I guess summertime is probably, even though I don't know, is there a lot of outdoor weddings? Because that seems like a lot of a gamble, I would think. But
it was a gamble in Georgia.
I feel like all outside weddings is a gamble.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like,
it's wintertime, it makes snow in that bitch.
Right. If you have an outdoor winter wedding,
some people like the cold. Some people like the cold. It's a small percentage, but it's someone out here that's like,
shit, miss me with that one. I would not.
To Alaska. Take me to Alaska in January. You're not RSVP for that one? Send a gift.
What about people who get married in Antarctica?
Or that's what I'm saying. Or Alaska, yeah.
I don't want none of that.
Yo, that'd probably be dope. They probably get married in like some like outdoor and then go have the reception in like an igloo. A big igloo reception hall with
like
real crystals hanging from the chandeliers.
Real crystals. This guy.
It probably is. It probably is kind of dope if you have like a real Icelandic theme. I guess it will work.
You know, it's not real icy like in Iceland.
Yeah. Well, that was the discoverer's plot twist. He named Greenland.
And it's colder in Greenland than it is in Iceland.
Yeah, he wanted to keep people away from Iceland. That's why he named it Iceland. That's what.
That's what he did.
That's what they say it is. Yes, that's why they said it's called.
Yeah, man, that's some trifling shit. That's some trifling shit.
Hey,
go to your death in Greenland, guys. Little do you know, Iceland's the paradise.
I've never met anybody who's been to Greenland. Like I know people who went to Iceland. I don't know if anybody went to Greenland.
Also, the cat's out the bag man who tried to fake us out.
Oh yeah, this was like
nobody's even been to Greenland. You dummy.
They have a government in Greenland? I'm not even sure. Do they have a government? I have no clue anything about. I don't know anything about. It's a country, but I have no clue about anything.
They have to have some type of government.
It could just be a massive piece of land that it's still a country, but
people just hanging out in Greenland.
Like I've never heard about any conflicts in Greenland, any government Greenpeace, but that ain't.
It's Greenland. Part of the Kingdom of Denmark.
Okay, so
it's an
so
island country as part of the Kingdom of Denmark. It's located in the Arctic.
Okay, so they're
ruled by the
Denmark.
Yeah, the Denmarkians.
Denmarkians. That's what they call?
Listen.
Denmarkians?
The Denmarkians. That sounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go with that. It's huge though. It's really big.
Oh yeah, and the land is huge. But it's just cold and bitter.
Bitter.
Well, I'm sure if you thought you was going there because it's Greenland and you got there, you're like, this motherfucker here.
He lied to us. Yo. Wow.
All right. Before we get into
this is a free flow podcast.
Before we get into everything, we'd like to know what everybody's drinking. So, what are we drinking today? Dad, what you drinking on?
So I pulled this rabbit out the fridge. This can out the fridge. Rabbit out the hat. Rabbit out the hat. Rabbit out the fridge. Heavy Seas beer. Jimmy Truffle. Rebels Candy Dessert Stout. I don't know if Rob, you gave me this can or I got this from the State Line liquor store. I can't remember if I got this can from you or not, but
I don't remember.
This desserts.
Brian gave it to me, and you got it from
handed it over.
Yeah.
But this dessert stout is everything tastes better with Jimmy's. The dessert stout is in a collaboration with our friends at Rebs Candies, creating delicious homemade candies since 1917. So it's made out of real homemade candies. Inspired by their iconic Jimmy's truffles, get ready for a luscious chocolatey treat. And remember, they're called Jimmy's. Don't you dare call them chocolate sprinkles. So because kids do always, when they order ice cream, they're always like, when we were coming up, we did call them Jimmy's. Remember? Kids now call they're like rainbow sprinkles. You never called them Jimmy's? You never called them Jimmy's?
Never. This Jimmy's thing was an adult thing, and I swear it sounds racist as hell. That's why it was brought up under the guise of being racist. Like you call rainbows the rainbow sprinkles, and you call the dark ones or the chocolate ones Jimmy's, and I'm like, why? Why?
Maybe you're right because I'm familiar with the term, and
but it's a regional thing. It's definitely a regional thing. It's like soda and pop.
Gotcha.
I don't know. And it's weird because you grew up in Chester, and it's like right down the street.
Yeah,
and we're like, yo, sir, what is that?
Yep,
that's a chocolate sprinkle, sir.
But now that you read that description, I feel like we've heard that description on here before. So maybe Yoda gave it to you. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
You think so?
Maybe. I know we've had Heavy Seas on for sure.
I got a question. Why aren't the chocolate sprinkles mixed in with the rainbows?
Ooh, why they gotta be separate?
Because rainbow, it's not a rainbow. I think it's rainbow colors, right?
So it's part of the rainbows.
There's no brown.
Well, there's no white in the rainbow.
There ain't no white in the rainbow, and there's definitely some white freaking sprinkles.
They wanted to separate the browns
and then call them Jimmy.
And they could have put the brown ones in that motherfucker.
Right. And the brown was the only one with a different flavor. Maybe that's why.
Make your own mix then. Make your own mix with chocolate.
Yeah. I include the chocolates in. I'm gonna put heavy chocolates in my rainbow.
I'm like, take the white ones out and put the black ones in, and the brown ones in.
I can say though that I love the artwork on the can. Just
let me see it again.
The iconic the Jimmy Truffle, and then at the bottom you see it looks like it's a store, the Rebels Candy store looks like at the bottom, and the illustration and graphic design, branding, digital marketing was done by nightshiftcreative.com. So that's the art can work on here. And this
is supposed to be like scary.
I don't know.
Like a lot of I think Heavy Seas because of the pirate thing and the pirate thing. I think that's what all their kind of cans kind of look like that, I believe.
Thank you.
So let me see the 15. Now they mentioned so you got the Heavy Seas beer, then you got also the 15 barrel brew house on here too, And it says you could call it risky, you could call it disruptive. We can call it fearless. It's heavy seas reinvented. Okay. All right. So is this saying that 15 Barrel Brew House is a part of this too, along with candy, Rebs candies? So 2 breweries collaboration plus the candies, Jimmy's Candy introduced into this dessert stout. So boom, there you go. 2 breweries, 1 candy store. This is coming in at a 8%, brothers. And I've already cracked the can, as you guys heard behind the scenes. It's definitely a pass me another.
All right. All right, Lou, what you drinking on?
I'm forgetful, man. So if I did this before, it's going to be round 2 because I'm not doing another one.
That's right. Hey.
But this is Dewey Beach Company.
Yeah, you did that one.
Secret Machine.
Let's go.
Hey, it's still going. Thanks for telling me sooner. I'll be lesser on the description.
You did a Secret Machine, but I don't think you did that.
Not this one. Okay. Well, this is the newest one for me. Secret Machine comes out with different flavors every couple of months, weeks. I'm not sure how often, but they're delicious. They're smoothie beers. This one is peach, mango, and orange flavors. 7% alcohol by volume. It says to keep cold, drink fresh, and to store upside down, because it definitely has a lot of heavy sediment at the bottom if you wait and try to pour it, not one full pour. This is what it looks like in the can, out the can. I'm sorry. It's real orange juiciness. Yeah, it tastes delicious. I like sours, smoothies, smoogies, fruited everything that has to do with beer. So this is right up my alley. Pass me all of the others. This is great.
You know what I was gonna say?
Hold on one second, real quick. Dewey Beer Co is brewed out of Milton, Delaware. Drink responsibly. Yeah. What's up, Dev?
I was just gonna say, if you did have it on before, right, and it probably fell into the classification of a pass me another, which warranted it being on again. So either way, yeah, it's a good enough one to have again.
Anytime they Secret Machine a fruited anything, I'm trying it.
Their stuff is
it's really good, man. Milton
really fucking good.
Milton need to be a little bit closer to Claymont.
I know.
Because I want it like fresh out. Like just give it to me fresh out y'all's free.
Yeah.
I want them to know my name. Like
yeah. What up, Lou? Like, oh, you coming to get something new?
Give me a permanent promo code.
You gotta make sure you go down there every Saturday. Just go on down there.
Yeah, we can go down during the week.
Yeah.
How far? I feel like Milton. What's Milton? 2 counties away or just the one? Milton down by the beach, right?
Yeah.
Why am I asking like this when I got a machine in my hand?
Yeah, but you can go to.
Well, do you hit Milton before
closer? Yeah, because that's the one that Haverson, right? Is that the one that's close? Yeah, that's the one that's slightly closer. I don't know. I think it's like a half hour closer. It's not extremely closer, but it's still doable. I mean,
and the Dogfish Head's down there too.
Right. So I mean, take that ride down there every day, every week. Sit at the bar for a couple hours, and then come on home. Get there when they open. Leave when about middle of the day.
Oh, middle of the day. Don't stay the whole time.
You can stay the whole time if you want.
hour and 20 minutes with tolls from my house.
Oh yeah, perfect, beautiful.
Yeah, wonderful. Every week.
So, there you go. We don't have to guess where Lou at. Where Lou at? Yeah, Dewey Beer Co.
Sorry, 20 minutes from his house. That's where I'll be, guys. Thanks. Rob G, I'm so sorry.
Yes, sir.
Rob G, what are you drinking on this week, sir?
I am actually drinking a Barrel and Flow collab. It's called Windrush. Here it is. It is a collab with Wild East Brewing Company and Kegs. Right here. It is a smoked lager with jerk spices.
Ooh.
It definitely is smoky. And shout out to Robin from Kegs because she stopped me and made sure I had a can. She was like, "Here, you're gonna drink this." I was like, "Okay, thank you."
That's what's up.
It is definitely smoky. There's a lot of smokiness flavor to it. I mean, but it's for a lager, obviously, because it's not as clear as a normal lager would be. But I guess some of that smokiness and some of the spices made it a little cloudy. Or some of it might be some of the sediments in the can as well that might have just been poured in that made it like that. So
Is the smoke just jerk smoke, or is it smoke and then jerk on two separate things?
No, it's like a smoked jerk chicken or whatever.
Nice. Yeah.
Whatever you smoked.
Oh man, was that being poured at the fest?
I think she poured it. I think she was over there.
I ain't get that. I talked to her, but I ain't taste the beer.
Yeah, I was.
I would have remembered smoked jerk chicken.
Yeah, this is it's different, but it's also delicious as well. I mean, I like a good lager. It's not too heavy either. It's only 5.2% ABV. And I think Wild East is out of New York as well. So it's like it was a local, Brooklyn, New York, and I think she's in Brooklyn, and the brewery's in Brooklyn. So it was a good combination, and they came down to Barrel and Flow with this one. So shout out to them. So I'm gonna say, pass me another as well. Before we get too far, I'm gonna see if Mr.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yeah. We got hurry up with this. Hurry up! Let's go. Hurry up! You never know how long his electricity is working.
Somebody said, "Fuck him, he ain't gonna get back in." I ain't believing me.
I mean,
God did.
We played God did before you we played God did for the intro. So.
You probably heard it.
No, I ain't didn't hear it.
Oh,
but I got
what you drinking?
Oh, shit. So what I got is this peach wildcat wit.
Okay.
Here's to the can. This is from Loakal Branch, maybe local with a K.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out of Delmar, Delaware. So this home team.
And local.
Yeah, local. This comes in at a 4.5.
okay.
Yeah. And
so
obviously,
again? You said wit.
Yeah, it's a wit.
Okay.
See, look at that.
Oh,
nice, golden color, yellow, however you want to call. Yeah, sure.
You said it had a fruit in it as well. What was the fruits again?
Peach.
Does it have? Do you taste peach?
Not really, not to me. I mean, it tastes like a wit.
Okay.
So it kind of like has that coriander flavor to it, and you can taste the
that
wheat
paprika, that seasonings. The seasonings beer.
But it says, due to the use of natural fruit, this beer must be kept cold. So they must have put some natural peaches in that bitch. I just don't really. It ain't heavy on the peach, though.
Do you smell peach?
Do I smell? Not really.
Okay.
No, because they would, to me, in order to give it the even peachy smell, they would have kind of had to go hard on the peaches, because peaches are kind of like a light flavor to me. Yeah, so it ain't like a pineapple or a banana or some shit. Like it ain't aggressive.
It all depends though. A real good ripe peach, that thing's sweet.
Yeah, especially
delicious.
Especially depending on what peach you're using.
Like we'll put no ass peach in there.
I hope not. Like that's not sanitary at all.
Made in Georgia.
Like, ew. Why got to be made in Georgia though? Like, all the states.
Because that's the peach state.
Delaware is the peach state, guys. I keep telling y'all that it's Delaware. It's not Georgia.
Yeah, but they put that logo of the Georgia with the peach.
Yeah, they do. But all in all, this is a good wit. I like it. I would pass me another of these.
Four for four today.
It's 4.5. I mean, it's something you can drink on all day long.
Something nice and crushable. A good end of summer beer. Good, dare I say, Labor Day beer. That is coming up. Was that next weekend?
Yeah. So what?
I've never heard of this brewery though. Have y'all?
I've never heard of it.
I just heard of Delmar, Delaware.
Oh shit!
I know, like after, maybe earlier this year.
Marydale, and Delmar. Those are weird.
Delmar, Maryland too.
Yeah, it's a Delmar, Maryland, a Delmar, Delaware, and it's I think a Marydale, Delaware.
Well, Delmar, Maryland,
but it's right on
the are the same, right? And that's why it's called Delmar, because they kind of have the same border.
That's like Mary. That's how Marydale is. It's on the border of Maryland and Delaware.
Or Texarkana.
That's why it's called Marydale. Oh shit!
Yeah.
think I heard of Delmar because there was a football star there. I think he
don't they got a
cancer.
It's a high school,
had,
Delmar High or something.
Yeah, but he had got cancer. I think he passed away, but he was like a big football star there. And they found out, I think it's senior year or right after senior year or something like that. He had got cancer. I believe he was from Delmar. And this was like maybe maybe less than 5 years ago.
Hold on.
Had to be before the pandemic.
Yo, look.
It's a Marydale, Delaware, and Maryland.
Oh shit. Okay,
because
Marydale, they was like, "Fuck it, y'all both can have it." Yo, but like when I poured, because I'm down to the end of this can, but when I poured the end, it got thicker and darker, right?
Ooh.
So now now you can taste the peach. The peach must have just been.
So it's one of them,
Should have turned it up just slightly, like upside down, boom, slow, and then turning back over instead of shaking it. Just go turn it upside down, and then
this bud for you.
Hey, that's a good place to stop.
Yeah. I wonder if there's some stories about those towns, like where there's like a big war or something about since they couldn't come up with a name, they're like, fuck it, both of them. Yeah. I wonder if it's like
I'm looking at Marydale on the map is literally you cross the border. It's the same. It's the town just is on the border. So
right.
Like,
I think depending on what side you live
Marydale,
on.
Maryland. Yeah, I live in Marydale, Maryland, and I can walk to Marydale, Delaware, and we both go to high school together.
Yeah, I wonder it had to be some type of conflict.
They pay double taxes.
I was about to say, does Marydale, Maryland, is it 6% state tax there?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because I'm going to
Delaware every day.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Tax-free shopping.
Right across the street to Sonny's over there.
Are taxes different? Like, I feel like we can't even pay the same amount. Like,
yo, that's fucked up. No business on this side is
getting anything.
Y'all gotta pay that 6%? No. There's no businesses in Marydale, Maryland. They all in Delaware.
They probably did set up shop on the side of Delaware.
You have to. All them tax breaks. All them tax breaks. You got to. You too close.
I gotta go there. I gotta check it out.
They 1 minute apart. A 2 minute walk. 1 minute.
Get your beer. Be like, yo, what side is the beer on?
With no tax beer. Where's that at?
Yes.
All right.
That's funny. That's funny, guys.
All right. Over the weekend, we a couple of us took a trip down to well, I say all of us. That was there in spirit.
I'm always there in spirit.
Took a trip down to Washington D.C.
We did see a nigga that walked like you and hold his beer like you, so it was kind of like a dev there.
Like, yo, is that him? A dev sighting.
So we went down to DC for Soul MegaFest 2022 in celebration of their I think it's third year anniversary.
Yep. I think so. Third year.
Mm-hmm. Third year anniversary. And they had some of the local DMV black breweries out there. Sankofa Urban Beer Garden, Urban
Garden something.
Urban Garden Brewing.
Okay,
there we go. Urban Garden Brewing. There was also Black Beer Movement, I believe it's called.
They
were pouring for
Tucson,
right?
And Black Viking.
And Black Viking. And also Joey Hound was there as well. They had two beers on tap. They had the Tail Wagger, which was their lager, and they had the other IP as well. Everybody had at least people who were actually physically there had two beers at least.
Right.
The ones who were not there.
I'm just curious, what was like super crushable? Like you were like, I'm going to get another, like I gotta get in the line type of thing.
You know that Black Viking always always crushable.
Black Viking, the ginger Tucson brought a seltzer, and Sankofa had a non-alcoholic ginger beer.
Ooh,
I was like, there's no way I can get drunk if I keep drinking one of these for every beer I drink. It was so good. Like it did
so refreshing.
It was,
and it didn't feel like it felt like you were drinking beer. Like it was really sweet. It was really sweet, but it felt like another type of sour or
Yeah.
Yeah, all the beers were good.
All the beers were really good. I like the
So Mega Black Lager was was delicious.
Black Lager.
Their stout was pretty good too. It was a solid stout.
Yeah,
I know their stout smelled really good.
Yo, but wait, they had an IPA that was in a can that was banging.
Yeah. I think
come on.
I tried to go back. I tried to go back.
No cans.
Yo,
no haps on the craps for them. No IPA.
I think that's one of their core beers. I know. Speaking to Elliot, yes, he also said they're going to make the Black Lager one of their. We're working on making it. Well, I hope this is public knowledge. They're making it. I just tell
He told you.
Exactly.
He didn't say keep it off the record between you, right? He didn't. Anybody who says that, then you know.
We was not in there as a media capacity, so anything we heard gets told.
Right.
Yes.
And no lanyards on.
The Tailwagger from Joyhound is delicious. It's not. It's fruitier than most lagers.
Yes.
So it was pretty cool. The IPA is not as hoppy as a lot of IPAs as well. So I think that's one of their things is trying to keep it smoother
for people. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that thing was smooth.
Both. I was impressed with their IPA.
Yeah, the only thing that was bad because they didn't have enough ice on the thing, so it gave out a lot of head in the whip.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, man!
I mean, that's where he wants his head in the whip.
Nastiest nigga on the podcast, y'all. Of all time, like it's never in the three of us. It's always that guy. Yes, at least you finally owning up to it.
Cheers.
Your cup look damn near empty. And your glass look a little less full, less than half full.
It is.
Yeah, mine is too. I fucked this up.
Oh yeah, I drank most of it. I'm gonna stay Rob Stay Nasty as my moniker.
You gonna change your handle?
Yeah, Rob Stay Nasty and just start posting just nasty shit up. I'm being a sexpert.
I put your G-string down south. Ow.
I'm being a sexpert. What? It's gonna be important nasty things. I'm gonna be giving sex topics and sex education.
As you should.
Yeah.
You know, we should stay in the vein of what today would have been about. So yeah, Rob can take over.
Wrap it up before you smack it up.
I like it.
I'd rather introduce sex with Ashley instead of sex with Robert.
Sex with Rob.
This is Rob Stay Nasty. This is
Rob Stay
we mix the whole thing.
Rob
Stay Nasty. I like it.
Rob Stay Nasty is a segment now.
Yeah.
Wrap it up before you smack it up. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It don't even have to be long, Rob. Like that 5 second Rob.
Just give a good quote, give a good spiel or speech.
I need explanation.
Well, here's one. I was watching Industry, a show on HBO last night, and a gentleman said, I love eating ass. I love it spicy. So he was like, I do not discriminate between eating ass.
Oh my God, he likes it spicy. That ain't clean. That mean it ain't clean. That mean it ain't clean.
That's what you take that as?
Dad, put your fucking hand
that
down.
must it ain't clean.
Stop saluting it, Dad.
No. I'm doing like yeah. I'm here pass out.
So spicy like right after she did the deuce.
Yeah, that's gotta be
or like a long day spice.
Well, no, because they just came in from the house. They came in from the work. They came in from work because it's about investments. So they just got right down to business. So she didn't shower or anything like that. So he like a little.
Yeah, but that ain't spicy. That ain't spicy.
That's marinated.
Yeah, that ain't spicy. Spicy mean it's like. I don't even want you to. I don't want you to go clean it up.
Spicy. Did he tell her to eat like spicy food and then he went down there?
That just means she.
That's what I got.
Just one little tang before he.
Oh, he don't want soap down there. He want
right. He want that
little moist booty. He want moist booty.
Daily gristle. Everybody wants a little spice. You don't Never mind.
Yo, yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Whatever you
Yep. Don't even put yourself out there, Lou. Don't even put yourself out there. This is the Rob Stay Nasty segment. This is not the Lou.
I ain't trying to take it over.
This ain't Lou Boogaloo. This is not the Lou Boogaloo.
Lou Stay Nasty. Ew.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Rob keep it nasty.
Yeah.
Look, I forget what I was about to say, guys.
Right. Let him go out on that rap by himself.
I was just trying to find out what makes it spicy, guys.
I would like to know
I
who
agree.
purchases the Gawk 3000. That is another question I have on my Rob Stay Nasty.
Yeah, who purchases
like the trademark or the name?
No,
who, the actual equipment,
the machine,
the
equipment.
Yeah, the Gawk.
Like people who
that's
not
that
the original, people who not getting it on a regular basis, or people who want to experience it.
Yeah, because they tell you don't.
Because like why can a girl get the rose and the dude can't get his Gawk?
That's true.
I'm about to say it's. I think it's just more of the.
You can't get your fake beard.
You can't get your fake beard. Nobody's stopping you from getting.
He was trying to get you on that last week. Get
that. You eat that spicy. I bet you get a.
I bet you grow faster. I bet you.
That's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing.
Listen,
I'm some ass in you motherfuckers on here.
It don't be spicy though. It don't be spicy like this.
Don't be spicy.
All three of them just admitted to eating ass, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we got the same dad. I don't know why you don't have a beard.
Now
why you ain't got a beard? Why
now
you got a
bringing
beard?
up genetics. Bringing up genetics.
Now you
backpedaling.
It's your menu. It's your menu, Yoda. Don't act like that's not your genetics. That's what you eat at night.
It's my diet.
That's what it is. Shame on y'all's wives for not having beards, then, nigga. Like shit. Sorry for your wife.
Man, how do we get here from what talking about MegaFest?
Because Rob's so nasty.
Rob Stay Nasty.
All right, so I had in the whip. Y'all took
head in the whip.
You could have just want to say wrap it up and just let it
smack it up. You could have just said
you could have let breeze past.
Nah, because you've consistently
that wouldn't be Bruce and Banter podcast.
Yeah, for the last 4 years, you consistently proven that you're the nastiest nigga on this podcast, and we
know
that.
You said that you hold it here. Yeah, nigga. What you said that you would do some nasty shit with a plant.
That was it.
It was it.
And then look, and then years later,
he
keeps doubling down. He can back out anytime. He can back out he never backs out of it.
If that's the only thing on the island, you was getting
you wouldn't go to the store and find the Gawk 3000.
No, you're on the
don't
island.
Don't find a plant. Don't desecrate that plant like that.
Getting his work,
man. Don't do that. Don't do that to that little.
What's this? What's it? An aloe plant?
This nigga want the Venus flytrap to trap his shit.
Oh,
y'all gonna be like, why Rob over there so happy? Y'all motherfuckers depressed because y'all ain't got no Venus flytrap. I'm trying to tell you.
I like plants too, man. I really like plants.
I wanted to be this fly trap at one point. I ain't get one of them motherfuckers. Hell with that.
Nah, you don't know more. You want a tiny one.
Rob ain't about to come to my house.
Okay.
Oh man.
You gotta lock it up.
Why I'm missing a stem?
You gotta lock it up with Rob going around. Ew. Robbie,
I'm not on a desert island now. It's the only if I was on a desert island.
No, you just never. You're gonna look at that plant now in a whole different light if you see it.
I look at plants now in a different light. Fucking with this nigga.
Every time I go to a greenhouse, I said, "Where the Venus fly traps?"
Oh my gosh!
I think he does. He definitely does. This is ill.
I'm gonna find out how to grow some. I'm gonna start growing them in the backyard.
They come from the swamps of North Carolina.
Oh, do they? I have no fucking clue. Really?
Keep driving down there next week. Road trip.
Amtrak does go to North Carolina.
Amtrak. Remember that commercial? Wasn't it? All aboard America.
Yeah.
All aboard Amtrak.
Not ready. That poor man, it's so MegaFest though. We just fucked up the whole thing about the MegaFest.
What was the music like? Was it like was it like DJ? Was it like
DJ.
Yo, they had a Sade album. They played like 4 straight Sade songs with
House music.
House music.
a little mix. A little
Yeah.
mix. I gave you all my love.
Something like that.
You making too much of a beat for house music.
I tried to give it a little bit more.
It was definitely a vibe. They were going for it. It was just like a DC vibe, block party vibe. It was real cool, real laid back. Had it just the right. I mean, it was baking hot as shit, but other than that, it was a good time.
Listen, every break. This is how much I missed you guys and missed the MegaFest. Every time I took a break from being on the stage, everybody be like, "What's up with you, damn?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing." They be like, "Nah, you ain't yourself." I'm like,
over there.
My peoples, they at the MegaFest right now, and I'm on stage in the Union League in Philly, just sitting here waiting for my turn to sing again. Just waiting for my turn to sing again. They're like, "Oh, y'all be all right. There's always another fest." I say, "Yeah, I missed the last festival in Pittsburgh." Like, so I'm like 0-2. I was coming from my wedding FaceTiming y'all. Like, where the hell they at? I want to see something they doing.
That's crazy that you missed that one.
I know. Here's what I'm gonna do better coming into 2023 and festivals. Once those dates come out, I'm making sure that I mark that I'm off, and then that way clients can't book me for those days. But once it's on the calendar, I can't renege at that point because I didn't block off. You know what I mean? So I just got to be. In 2022 was already I guess you would say pre-done before I could really.
Less people getting married next year anyway.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna decline
because with the COVID and shit, and then like this is the first year where it's been like no real restrictions on shit like since like the springtime, and that's when everybody was like, let's get married. Like we got married in 2020, but let's actually have the reception and the party now. You know what I mean? So it seemed like it may balance out a little bit for 2023. Okay. That's just my opinion. Like as far as in 2020, nobody having you not singing at all, Devin. And now you're singing as much as you sung since you was in a group. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on average though. It's going to be a lot. Like on average, I'm booked for 20 to 25 gigs a year. That's on average. That's like 2 a month. You know what I mean? So that's a lot. But I mean, I'm going to do my best to be like, look, jam all of them into March.
So did he just retire from the podcast?
Yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna help him out. This was on
March.
So when you get booked, right? Instead of you showing up, if you want to go to the beer fest, you go to the beer fest. I'll take your spot in the.
I'll show you what you need to do.
For the singing.
I'll show you what you need to do. You can sub for me. It's big shoes. It's big shoes to fill, but you can sub for me. Because you got
sing off.
Sing off key.
You ain't ready for this.
Yeah, baby.
Oh man, was the challenge just accepted?
Oh, that nigga, I accept the challenge, nigga. Shit, that should be like Ray J and motherfucker.
Oh, the Marion, Ray J, and what was his name?
I'm not coming to that. If y'all gonna do that, I'm not.
I have one wish, yeah.
That shit was.
Oh my god.
But all in all, MegaFest was a good vibe. Salute to the folks down there at Soul Mega. Happy 13th. Sure. I mean, happy 3rd anniversary. For sure. Many more for sure. What else is going on? Do y'all have y'all been watching the Irv Gotti, the Murder Inc?
Oh man, yeah,
I watched a little segment of it.
I don't even know why I wasted my fucking eyes.
That's what I felt.
I'm seeing a lot of. I'm speaking of, I mean, if we're talking about it, everybody else knows that tunes in. Know what we're talking about. A lot of females that I've known that's in my network or on social media, they're like, you don't kiss and tell. You don't do it.
Well, other than that part, what about the rest of the story?
The story, I think so far it's been all right.
Right.
Like the whole 50 Cent part that they went on. I believe everything that they're saying. That they say happened. I believe everything. It just so happens that the idiot won at the end of the day.
Right.
But
well, like he said, they probably shouldn't have made Clap Back, even though now when you listen to Clap Back, you're like, because it did feel kind of corny when he first did it, but when you listen to it now, you'd be like, all right, I get it. I don't love it, but it's not as bad as people made it out to be at them. But at that point, he had already poisoned the well so much that motherfucker was like, fuck Murder Inc. I think Irv did go too far in terms of his affair with Ashanti, because he talked about it on Drink Champs. He talks about it on. I know he talked about this first, and then Drink Champs happened, but so he was kind of trying to draw eyes to that
to the show.
Yeah, but because that's what he does. But he also made he made a lot of missteps even when he was trying to sign Nas to Murder Inc. and that really sullied his relationship with Jay for some time. But all in all, the story is actually pretty good in terms.
The story's good. I just don't like Irv Gotti. I mean, I never did. So it's not anything new. I just niggas said he too extra for me. That extra shit is just. I'm extra, and that extra shit is too much.
That's what put him over the top, I guess, though, right?
It may be, but I can't deal with the shit. Fuck him. Shit.
I got you.
And then, like, to me, the only reason that he put all this Ashanti shit out there is just because, like, they having issues, like they beefing. So it's like, well, I don't get it. I don't know. Niggas is weird. To me, that's some sucker shit to me. But
exactly.
Everything I heard him talk about Ashanti don't make him and put him in a good light at all.
Me either. That's what I said.
Like, why are you telling me this story? Like, how is this gonna make me root for you?
Right.
I'm not root for you less.
Right. Well, I don't even know if I think he just wanted people to know that he was smashing Ashanti, but he was smashing Ashanti.
Yeah, it's like, for what? Who cares?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he still has. Maybe he's still in love. Maybe he's a man scoring. I think he said he didn't find out they weren't together again until him and her.
Nigga, you was married. Y'all was not together. Y'all was never together.
Well, no, because at that point he was him and Deb had already he already knew.
He already was high off the Molly, fucking every day.
Right, and I said that did change a lot of the stuff when he was doing the drug. That did change a lot of the shit. But it is crazy that how Ja Rule got made look like he was whack when he said went on and did the same exact fucking thing.
I love it. That shit was, to this day, it's still. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand at all.
That nigga said, "Oh, y'all fucking with this nigga? This singing ass nigga? Get him out of here.
I'll sing.
Got him out of there." He said, "I got this.
I'll be
your best friend."
It was just a different. It was not as gritty. Maybe that's what they say. I'm more melodic with mine. So maybe that's what I'm more melodic.
I don't know, man. That shit
said, I gotta get him out of here because I want to do that.
This is my lane. Like this is my lane. Jesus.
Which is kind of funny because this would never be a thing if they would have just signed 50 Cent to Murder Inc.
Right.
Like, or then 50 Cent might not be as big as he actually is. So it kind of
true.
It kind of worked.
Happened the way that the universe saw it.
Yeah.
All right.
It worked for Ja, except for Ja Rule. I wish they would have signed him.
Right. And well, who's to say he might have overshadowed
Ja Rule was like the biggest thing going.
He was. I didn't realize how big he was. I knew how big he was, but I didn't realize he really was.
Yeah, like he was like MC Hammer.
Right.
Ja Rule was huge, man.
He was big.
Everything he touched, he was just, Ja Rule was singing with Mary. Ja Rule was singing with Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige, J-Lo,
Right.
Mariah
It
Carey.
didn't matter.
Motherfucker had all of them on his belt. It's like big.
Yo, he would have he would have had something eventually with Beyonce.
Beyonce was going to be coming to him.
Yes,
that's what's going to end up happening.
Yep.
Jesus.
No,
didn't he do?
Get him out of here.
He did something. No, that wasn't.
He ain't make it that far.
He ain't get that high.
Yeah.
That fucking Soldier should have been Ja Rule's song.
All right, though.
Lil Wayne or T.I. Ja Rule should have been in that shit.
Right.
Yep.
But he was gone by then.
So me and Kelly had this conversation last night, and we was talking about Ja Rule because we was watching the show. So we talking about
excited. Ja Rule is excited right now. Everybody talking about me.
Yeah. And
talking about me since 2004.
And
besides verses.
Yeah. They was talking about Jay-Z and Nas and all this stuff, right? And so Kelly said that there's no of the new generation, there's no they don't have a Jay-Z. So I said kind of, I think Drake is their Jay-Z currently, because everything that Drake does is just like it. Like that's the Jay-Z of this current time. And she's like, nah, because Jay-Z didn't sing. But I'm like, nah, because that wasn't a thing then. So she's like telling me because he's not as lyrical as Jay-Z, then it's not the same thing. But I'm thinking like if we were in these times, Jay-Z will be singing like.
I think if he hadn't, I think there's definitely other rappers, to your point, like there's other rappers that were out and it would the GOAT, like what's his name? LL tried to sing "What I Need Love," if you call that singing. You know what I mean? If you would call that singing. So I mean, there has been rappers that tried to do their little, vocal R&B, like dabble in it. You know what I mean?
I think
because a lot of the samples and everything come either from R&B music, it comes from, so I agree that Drake could be.
I feel like Jay-Z spoke to everybody in hip hop, and like Drake doesn't.
I think Drake speaks to everybody.
You think Drake speaks to them gangster niggas on the corner?
Oh yes.
Really?
Yeah, they love him.
Yes, definitely. They love Drake.
Well, I'm out of this conversation. I have no idea. It's just me then. I don't know. That nigga don't speak to me at all.
That nigga speaks to everybody.
And I know I'm not harder than them niggas on the corner.
But like I was telling Kelly, I said I think that I understood what you were saying, but I'm looking at it like this: is that just imagine if 50 Cent and Ja Rule didn't sing. Like maybe things would be different now, but I'm like, yo, you can see the progress going from the Jay-Z to going from I can even go further back than Jay-Z, going from KRS-One to Jay-Z to 50 Cent singing, leading up to Drake singing every rapper now singing on every song on all their songs.
Right.
Like everything led up to this because it went from like 50 Cent and Ja Rule to Lil Wayne singing, and then that shit just took off. Now everybody does it.
Yo, if Nate Dogg was still alive, it wouldn't be that lot of more rapper singers. Nate Dogg.
You think it'd still been people doing hooks?
No, it wouldn't be as many. I think people was like, I could do the hook myself now. Nate Dogg's gone.
Well, I think so. Because he was still more West Coast type of singer on hooks and stuff. So he really wasn't.
Yeah, he was like that signature. He was that signature sound for like the West Coast rappers.
I feel like he was around everybody. I feel like he wasn't just.
Yeah, but when you were trying to, you normally got him when you were trying to do a West Coast song. You had let me get Nate Dogg on this West Coasty type beat, and I'll rap on it. I think that's when you, unless you were from the West Coast, then you always had Nate Dogg.
And then if you was on the East Coast and that West Coasty type beat, like Rob called it, was given to you, or you had that beat, it was from Dre, and Dre was putting fucking
right.
was putting them on there. See,
right. I think that's how it worked out. You that's why you always had Nate Dogg. Going back to Murder Inc. though, a lot of their popularity though, not just Ja Rule, but they rehashed hits that was already hits and just threw new words on it, like foolish. Like that was already a hit song with Biggie. And before that,
ain't that what Puffy did?
That, yeah, well, he took the same formula. He just kept on going with it. Which I guess if it works, because he did that on pretty much all of Ashanti's hit albums were all.
Can Ashanti sing?
I think she's gotten better over the years.
She's gotten better over the years, I think. I know what the only thing I mean, I think people used to clown her about it is she could write, but then you started to hear the repetitive writing style. Everything was baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby at the end of a line. Oh, baby, baby, but everything became baby after almost every other line that she said. I just want to hold you, baby. And it was like, okay, now don't saturate us with baby every other line.
But kind of according to what they were trying to portray in the documentary, a lot of that was Irv constraining her on doing other shit. Like they wanted her to stay here. This is it. This is what you got. Don't try to sing it too much. Don't try to oversing. Nah, right the fuck here's your pocket. Stay on right here. This is it. So maybe she didn't. Maybe she always could sing. Maybe she always could sing, and he was. I mean, she could sing. Obviously, she had hits. She had a lot of hit songs too. I didn't realize she was as big as she was, but she was. But that was just the thing, Irv the Perv. Yeah, that is what. I just grabbed her ass and mwah.
Yeah, like nigga said, I kissed her and you grabbed that ass. Mwah.
Extra.
She didn't ask for it. I just pretty much assaulted her. Sexually assaulted her is what I did.
He wanted,
yeah, she didn't ask for that.
About time.
Well, he want to say, and she said, what took you so long? She probably didn't. She probably said, nigga, what the fuck? We'll never know.
Maybe she did. Right. Well, maybe she did because they ended up actually being together. So maybe she did say,
did they know?
It took you so long. I think they were together.
I never heard they were together until now.
Yeah, but everybody
because he was married. Wasn't he married?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was married.
When they were together, he was married. So they was fucking.
Right. He was married, but she wasn't. But they said in the thing she wanted to keep it secret because she wanted to look like a homewrecker, even though he had already wrecked his home with sleeping with another woman. Actually, a lot of other women before that. So it was like really couldn't be. So I don't know. But she was younger. I'm not sure how much younger.
I wonder how much.
Yeah, like
I think she was
apart.
I think she was like 19, maybe.
Yeah, he's like 30.
Maybe
30
that's probably what he said. She probably was 17.
When she signed, she had just graduated high school.
Right. There it is.
She was 17, 18, 19.
There it is. 17. That started then.
Well, that makes sense. Well, if she was 17 when she signed it,
right on through.
Year before they actually
he got on it right away.
Right. Let me mold her.
He started grooming her. He started grooming her as soon as he signed her.
Grooming and groping.
Poked her at 2 years later. That's nasty.
He said, "Girl, as soon as you hit that age, I'm gonna hit that ass."
Yep. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, don't back down now, Rob. Stay nasty. Don't back out.
Rob ain't for the curve shit. Rob ain't for the pedophile shit.
Don't get these robbers confused now.
It's like I am over 18.
Do not get these robbers confused.
I don't. Rob Stay Nasty don't be doing nobody.
Rob Stay Nasty is not Rob.
It's not part of the Rob.
That's minor.
He's not in that Rob union.
Tell you not to back down now, bro.
Rob so nasty back down. He's like, I don't do them underages. I keep all my Venus flytrap.
He was like, here go Rob. Anytime Rob is uncomfortable, he'd be like, okay. That's all righty then.
Like, segue into the next thing that we're talking about.
God almighty.
Answer another question. We did talk about Renaissance when it first came out, I think. Didn't we talk about Renaissance?
Yeah, we did. We talked about it at length. Where you been at, our viewers and listeners? I'm not going to name no names, but where you been at? We talked about that at length. We had that as like opening music, didn't we?
Yeah.
What's it called?
We even had opening music.
It's called August, what? August Quarterly?
She made the cover of like one of the posts, didn't she? Yeah. Come on, listeners and viewers.
What's the name? Renaissance.
Renaissance.
You say August Quarterly?
August Quarterly.
What? What are we? Some type of financial group? Financial?
Nah, it
podcast?
doesn't. It really doesn't. That JK is the only thing that deserves a revisit.
I will say it is a great album from Beyonce. I will say that. I thoroughly enjoy it.
I haven't listened to it at length. I would say I've listened to some of the stuff that come on the radio or when it's on. Like I can listen to it, but I wouldn't say I'm that.
I think all Beyonce's music is listenable, but it's just like,
I don't look for it.
Yeah. I said this when we reviewed it. Lizzo getting the back seat because Beyonce came out 2 weeks after her, and I still like Lizzo's album better. I still do, even
still got
however many weeks later. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's going to take the back seat because it's Beyonce, but Lizzo's album, in my opinion, is better.
I don't think
I
listened
in my car.
I think I listened to it once. I haven't even listened to. Maybe I'm gonna need to revisit it again.
Oh, you partial? Come on, Rob.
Well,
Lizzo, we all are though. We all are.
I think what you call
he like Beyonce better. He like
Beyonce better. It's just a different vibe. Yeah, it's just a more of a always upbeat. Like there's only like one slow song. Everything else is just straight. I'm just going to keep this party going. Where Lizzo,
comfortable in my skin.
Yeah,
also fantastic. Your daughter likes her, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love Lizzo. I don't have a problem with Lizzo.
No, I don't think you just prefer.
You heard Eric Spears talk about Lizzo?
Who?
Oh yeah.
Said she looked like the poop emoji.
Yeah.
Play the master theaters.
Yeah.
Man.
Ari Spears.
He went hard on her.
Well, he was asking, what do you think about her song? He was like, I can't really listen to it. I can't get past it when she looks like the poop emoji.
Well, he said,
got them, buddy.
He just went.
She ain't write a verse on him about him yet.
I was coming.
Nah, people been going hard on him though. Like the interwebs.
Yeah. They definitely were dragging him, but he was like, well, y'all shouldn't be dragging me. You should talk about health and fitness and shit like that. And
come on.
But you can't say that when you out of shape, nigga. That's
what a lot of people clap back and say,
what the fuck?
Yes, nigga, you are out of shape.
Cornball. He has a cornball.
And when last time you heard about Ari Spears?
Yeah.
He's always talking about somebody.
And he
was talking about somebody. Yeah.
Right. And he said you can't say he's not funny because he's been in the game for so long. So he can't be in the game so long and not be funny.
Is he in the game now?
I guess probably he probably worked.
The last thing he said wasn't funny.
Yeah. Well, he probably thought it was funny. He probably thought it was funny.
I'm sure he did. He rehearsed that one.
Pun intended.
He rehearsed that one.
Funny as shit. Yeah, that's a good one, Rob.
Rob's so nasty.
Yeah. Well, no, because he said poop emoji.
I know.
And shit.
Yeah, poop and shit.
Yeah, but he just like
nasty. That's nasty, Rob.
Like
I feel like you cover all the nasty. Right?
Yeah, no, he a comedian. I think he was probably trying to be funny, but that shit was whack, yo.
Right.
That shit was straight whack. And like,
because it didn't really warrant it. Just said I haven't listened to the album or keep moving.
Right.
Or
and I feel like that joke is like a 3-year ago joke. Like you should have made that joke when Lizzo first came out. Like Lizzo was an established star.
Right.
Like why are you talking about Lizzo now?
Right.
You
missed that joke. That joke it was 3 years.
You know why he missed that joke? Because wasn't nobody looking for his ass.
Right. He like I had it 3 years ago.
Yeah, he had it
ready 3 years ago.
He was like, as soon as I get an interview, the motherfucker asks me about Lizzo, I can't wait. He's like, here go my chance. 4 years later,
he probably give it to the interviewer. Please ask me about music, and they say, "Oh, Lizzo hot. Lizzo's hot right now."
I wouldn't be surprised that nigga was in her DM trying to get at her, and she fucking dissed him or some crazy shit,
or didn't even know who he was,
left him on red.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Right. So, fellas, I got a question for you guys since I've been absent.
Can the interviewer ask the interviewees question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. Have y'all talked about House of the Dragon?
No. Yes. Last week was the first. We talked about it briefly, but last
you talked about it briefly. So I just watched part of the first episode when I was in Georgia and I was like,
You know, part of the first episode.
I did. I did. I didn't even watch all of it. It was like, but it was good. It made me. It actually made me that episode made me want to go back and like be a Game of Thrones like.
Now you want to watch Game of Thrones,
which I won't. I'm just saying, like it did
nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, no, it just
you can watch each of them separate.
Yeah. It just made me like, okay, all right, okay. I like what I saw in in House of the Dragon enough to be like, oh, okay, I get why there was a
go ahead and start watching Game of Thrones.
Well, just speaking of that,
6 years, a lot of makeup time.
The debut episode House of Dragon did debut. It did. I think a new episode is coming out Sunday, which is I guess today when we're recording. So who all like I watched the whole episode. Lou,
I've seen it twice. I've watched it twice.
Oh, you've seen it twice. I was about to say you like it, I guess.
Now, did you go back and watch it twice?
It's the only appointment TV that I got. It's the only thing I'm sitting down and watch.
So did you go back to watch it twice to catch something that you may have missed, or like what was the?
So like I'm not like a Comic-Con dress up type of fan, but I love this shit. So I watch the show, then I listen to a podcast or two about it, and then I go rewatch based off of what they saw.
What they saw. Yeah. Got you. Good.
I mean, and then
I always recommend that people watch this shit, like watch it with the subtitles on and pay attention. Because it's not just about
it's a lot going on.
Yeah, is they talking, man.
Yeah,
like this talking
with me. Why I can't watch shit like that? Because when I'm watching TV, I do not want to pay attention. I don't know what the fuck.
It's a part.
You don't want to.
I've seen the episode 2 times, right? I've seen the episode 2 times, and it's a part where they talking about the king in his back. I've missed both times. Like I can't. Like my mind just stops watching at that. I don't know what it is. It's not like gross or nothing, but I can't. I don't know, and that's why I said like the multiple. It's hard to watch it.
You talking about
get everything?
You're talking about the pus shit that was coming out.
Yeah, like I didn't. I heard it on the podcast. Like, oh, I fucking missed that. And then I went back to watch it again. And it was like, oh shit, I missed it again. But it's like you put your head down and just like doing whatever, like on my phone or whatever.
Somebody buzzed you, but somebody texted you or something like right at that moment.
Back, they like, don't tell nobody that the king got pus on his back. I'm like, shit, I missed the pus back again.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't watch TV with your head on a swivel. You gotta be like this.
Yeah. See, I will never be locked into anything, yo.
Well, that looks like Rob So Nasty is watching something so nasty.
That's how I watch all my TV.
I will say that's no. I like on some real shit. Like I binge watch like at 10 o'clock and later, so that it's just me up. I'm not trying to like try to keep my kids like out of the room. You know what I mean? Or like have them in one section of the house, but I have the TV like to myself. I just watch at 10 or later. That's my time.
We got another.
Those are my hours.
See, y'all watching TV wrong. If you're watching like this, you don't need captions.
But you can read the lips. You can read the lips and see heartbeats when you're looking at like that. God damn.
What they say? What they say? Clear mind, clear eyes. That's how I watch it.
Oh,
can't lose.
Man.
I can't lose.
That's like a staring contest. That ain't even
It looks like
you're not even gonna blink. Looks
like it's Rob the Perv instead of Irv.
Look. We trying to see who's gonna blink first or something.
I'm like this, and when my kids come up here, I'm like straight with the straight arm, like stiff arming them.
Dad, I just want to tell you, I cut my hand off.
I'm watching TV. We can fix your hand in 25 minutes.
Yes.
No, I couldn't watch TV later, so there is no distraction. So maybe that's why I always.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
10 or later.
I'm going to sleep. So
are you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have my shows locked right at 10.
I was excited. I was excited to see the House of Dragons, so I stayed up for that first one. But I ain't staying up tonight. No, sir. They come on 100 times in a week. That shit come on 100 times in a week. I will catch it.
It's on demand. It's on.
It's
on demand right now. Actually, no. Yeah, sometimes some shows wait until 9 o'clock, and then it's on demand once it starts on 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Others don't.
TV don't get along.
Me neither, man. Like if it's not football, basketball, or Game of Thrones,
I like watching ratchet shit, but I don't got to pay attention to it, so I can just listen to it.
Yeah, that reality ratchet.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
There was another TV show I just watched that was really good. I think I binged it. I can't remember what it was. Obviously, I watched too much damn TV. I think I already told about my new podcast coming soon. But going back to R&B, I think Diddy asked a question. I guess he asked on Twitter. Then he went live and said, he said, who killed R&B? And then I think he went on Instagram Live, and I think Mary J jumped on and said radio, it has a big thing to do with it, and also thought that Justin Timberlake and Adele rebranded R&B to popular music. So that's why people think it's actually dead, but it actually is not. It's still around, because people think of something else.
Yeah, Jacquees still out here, yo. Jacquees still out here dropping shits.
Yo, the thing is that I think R&B singers kill R&B. Like, because they don't, like, R&B singers do not, like, they don't put the efforts change. The effort changed.
Right. And it's also like, you remember how back in the day, like before our day, it was all these boxers out here. Like boxing was the sport, and now these boxers are old and beat up. So the younger generation sees them, they're like, "Oh, I could be a basketball player." And then the same athletes are just doing different sports. I think the same singers are rapping now. And now I can sing in my rap. Like Drake would be an R&B singer if it was the 80s.
Right.
He'd be an R&B singer. He wouldn't be a rapper.
Right. Yeah. I think that is true.
I think a lot of the rappers are just singers now. It's easier to rap.
Yeah, when people used to say rappers wanted to be ball players and ball players wanted to be rappers, I think now R&B singers say, fuck it. I want to be rapper.
I don't have to dance. I don't have to get 3 more of my brothers together. We don't got to harmonize. I don't got to split the check. Like, right. Jay-Z get on stage, he get the $1 million check. We don't split this $1 million 4 ways. Like, no. Why am I? That's why fucking the New Edition broke up. Like, everybody want to sing lead. Everybody want to sing lead. It's 4 niggas can sing lead, but we only got 1 lead.
But my thing is, then how does the BTS check look? Them motherfuckers got 1 million people in there.
Nuts. But if you listen to it, they sing R&B.
Right, but it's just
like how One Direction was like that too until they broke up. Now they're not One Direction no more.
And now you got the king of pop, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles is the king of pop.
That's crazy.
That motherfucker the king of pop though. Like he is. That motherfucker got a song that you don't know he sing, and you click your heels to that shit, yo.
Oh, I love Harry Styles.
What's the Harry Styles song? Name one.
I don't know.
Watermelon Sugar.
They all the radio.
Watermelon Sugar High. Watermelon Sugar High.
Tastes like strawberry. On a summer evening.
I don't even know that is.
Breathe me in.
That nigga's got
breathe me out.
He sound like Marvin Gaye's uncle. Yes.
I don't know if I could ever do that.
That's exactly how he said.
I don't know that song. I'm not hit.
You got to it a couple times, bro.
But he also,
it bang.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not a great artist. I think Harry Styles, he's just not king of pop like people say. He's not. That's a Michael Jackson moniker that is only for Michael Jackson.
Right? Yeah.
That's it. You can find the new star of pop. Yes, there you go. Harry Styles.
The king never dies. Long live the king.
The king never dies.
If I'm still influencing musicians long after I'm dead, I am still the king.
Right.
Listen. I'm fine with what you're saying. But Harry Styles is whatever the king of pop is supposed to be titled. That's Harry Styles right now.
And that's only in the UK. Like that was the UK magazine, wasn't it?
No, I think it was.
Oh, he actually got the title. I'm just giving it to him.
Yeah. Oh no,
because he's all like it's like 14 songs on the radio right now.
It was an article.
What was it?
I think it was Rolling Stones. But
it was like the UK Rolling Stone. It wasn't like us.
Okay.
Maybe he is the
well, and he might be because
in the UK.
He UK-ish?
Well, he is UK. He is from the
UK. Yeah. So maybe
One Direction was from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could give him that title
but that's just like bringing it back to BTS.
That's just the song that they sang. That was
from One Direction. See, I don't know none of this shit. So he came from One Direction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just like the lead singer from BTS, he about to go off on his own in 5 years. No, I'm just pointing out.
I'll-
They all do.
Justin Timberlake, all of them.
Yeah, Marky Mark, all of them.
South Korean pop group,
Right.
not split up.
That's different.
How many of them has it been? Is there been?
There's
There
a
been
lot of them. It was
No.
BTS. There was one before BTS. What the fuck was it? It was another one. before
No, I don't
BTS.
know anymore other than BTS.
BBT.
But it'd be crazy because it'd be like people that's popular here that be doing songs with them and you never even know it.
because it's over there.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they do it in English?
I've been getting
Over
more.
there?
Yeah, like they'll do their verses in English.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
They only learn English. It's crazy because they
To
only
sing.
learn
They only know it in
English to sing.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They be asking them questions and the translator be standing there and everything.
They do sound a little bit better as talking than they did before.
Well, they've
they probably-
been popular in
they
the
probably
U.S.
trained-
now
yeah.
for a while. Though.
Yeah.
So now they've gotten.
Before it was like
It is incredible though. I was listening because going back to the UK thing, me getting into. I'm not sure why I was getting into UK music and shit like that. There's some artists over there that are major that I had never heard of until I
I
started.
love UK music,
like,
yo. Their rappers are dope.
There was a dude named H. I was like, who the fuck is H? But he's like one of the biggest things. Is like an Eminem type guy. But he does more. Obviously, he does
Eminem
more.
type guy.
Well, he's a white guy. But
That's
he does
right.
More, he
He's a
does
white
more
rapper.
drill. he does more drill shit because he's in the UK. But I was like, I've never heard of this motherfucker, but he's like big shit over there. A lot of UK artists I've never heard of until I started getting into UK music. And I was like, oh shit, it's a whole nother fucking world out there.
Yes, it is. It is. Like,
Well, I mean,
like, I love their hip hop.
that's how it goes. When you go overseas, you got bigger fan base there. Sometimes we could make millions and make it be huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
Harry Styles is a dope artist. I wouldn't give him King of Pop, but I would give him the star because he hasn't surpassed, like somebody was saying on another podcast, you haven't surpassed Justin Bieber. So how you if you ain't surpassed Justin Bieber, what the fuck you?
Oh yeah, see.
But isn't it always like currently?
Yeah, but if
Like
Justin Bieber
the
came
best
out,
basketball player, like the best basketball player in the NBA is LeBron James, but the best basketball player right now is not LeBron James, right?
I thought that.
You know what I mean?
guess.
Like Justin
Mhm.
Bieber is the best, like longevity
star.
wise, but like right now,
It ain't.
right now, it's
Right,
not
'cause-
Justin Bieber.
Because Harry Styles' album is pretty dope. The new album he just
It's a
dropped
good
is pretty
album.
dope. Even though
Good
it has some essence of Prince in there as well. Like it's like he was going for some Princey.
Yo, he was
type
all
shit.
over the place. He was trying
was.
to find himself on the album. You could tell
Right,
that
but
he was definitely
I
trying to find
definitely-
himself.
I enjoy music for sushi restaurants. I think that shit is joint is a bop. I mean, the whole album is actually pretty good. But I do understand what.
Yo, you would
Greg
like
is
it.
talking about.
Yo, you would like it. You
Yeah,
be acting like
would.
you don't like that shit. You
Nah,
would
nah,
like that
motherfucker
shit.
would. He gonna be singing
would-
that shit next week.
All right, you would like it. Yo.
Saying I wouldn't like it, but it's just like if I run into it, I'll hear it. But I probably wouldn't go
If
looking
you
for it.
like
all the
Drake, you like Harry Styles.
They got a song together on the album, yo. Check it out.
Oh, drink on there.
Oh, Drake on there. Oh, yeah, my nigga on there.
Oh, my nigga, you know how to get all the hardcore thugs over to Harry Styles.
Why you didn't start that? Start right
you
there.
say
I
with that?
That
Why'd
shit.
you start with that?
Harry Styles for president, motherfucker.
You'd have had me.
We just wasted 15
I'd
minutes.
have been in a while ago.
I just wasted 10 minutes of my life telling me about
There you
Harry
go.
Styles.
Tell me all about all this other stuff, trying to
My
figure
bad.
out if
My
I would
bad,
enjoy
man.
him or not.
My bad.
Next karaoke, I will
Next
sing some
karaoke,
Harry
Harry.
Styles. I will sing some Harry. I like.
All right.
I'm not a Watermelon Sugar guy, but some of the other songs he's made, I rock with.
What's another song he made?
Let's see. From the last album, it was
Just give me something.
What's
like
it, Harry's
That's
House?
that's
I
on
mean,
the
Lights
radio
Up.
a lot.
Lights Up or
Late night talking.
Well, yeah, that's the Adore You he made. That was a big hit. From And
Daydreaming.
Fallen. From the new album. This is from the previous album.
Yoda. None of this rings a bell, does it?
All my shit too. Play that shit. Turn that shit up.
That sound like a weekend.
Oh, he about to hit it. Here it go. Oh,
I've never heard this song.
for you.
You never heard that song? What the fuck you listening to? You
Oh, What? That record right there.
Your playlist is
What
trash.
you buying for?
I've never heard that song.
Just let me
They
adore
don't play that
you.
on the
You
XM
probably-
radio station.
They definitely play it.
Not on the one
rocking.
Which
Which
one
one
that
do you,
guitar?
the only one you don't, the only one you listen to is the one that they don't play him on. They play him on like 50 different
Right.
XM stations.
Yeah.
Harry
You
Styles
only
is
listen
broad.
to the LL XM radio station.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Old
Mhm.
school hip hop.
LL,
Old school hip hop.
the
The only
Heat.
one Harry Styles ain't on.
the Heat.
But I bet you,
Heat
he on the Heat.
I ain't never heard that nigga.
He on the Heat. He definitely on the Heat.
Oh yeah, he on the Heat.
He's definitely on the Heat.
I ain't never heard him.
He may not be on Shade.
You probably thought it was
45
the
or
Weekend,
LL.
like you just said. You probably
That
thought it was
nigga,
the
that dude
Weekend.
sound like a Weekend song, but he don't sound like the Weekend. It just sounds like a Weekend song.
Adore You was a big hit.
That was
that
Adore
song
You?
right there was
Yes.
huge.
Yes.
That's it. Nigga, listen.
The only thing I ever know. Yeah, that shit. Bop, 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 bop.
Sorry, guys.
we can no longer. He is our rap guy. We can never say
That's
music
it.
guy.
He's not the
He's
music guy.
Mm.
Rap guy only.
God, that nigga.
Yo,
I don't.
The-
then
the-
the other thing is
the
that
current-
I don't have XM radio in my car, so I only listen to it when I'm in the truck, right? But when I'm in my car, I got specifics that I listen to because it's on my phone, so it's
Okay.
a phone playlist, and so
Mhm.
it's like Harry Styles doesn't come around at all.
Give him
Okay.
3 weeks. Give
Oh,
him
yeah,
three,
maybe
give
you
him
need
3
to
weeks.
Put Harry Styles in your thing. He be like, let me sing your dog. He be singing that shit all the time. Oh yeah, that people be singing
Nah,
that
he gonna
shit.
sing. He gonna sing some shit that we never heard. He gonna
Right.
Nah, I
sing
love
some shit
it.
we don't
If
know.
it's good music, I'm gonna fuck with it. I like good music. I'm not
I'm like, y'all know this
at
shit? Y'all
all.
know this shit? That's
I'm
the
not-
Harry
I'm
Styles
not hating on the
underground.
guy at all. I just don't know his music. That's all.
He gonna dig deep in the crazy. You gonna like, oh, that's side B. Y'all ain't know the B side of that shit?
Yo, now, I will. I probably will because if I like to go back and listen to people old shit.
Yeah, well, I understand. Harry Styles is actually pretty
He got
good.
2 albums.
Yeah, 2 solo albums. Yeah, for sure. I think he might
Yeah.
have some singles
He
here.
just
but-
dropped one in May too.
See, I heard of
Here.
One Direction, so I at least know
Yeah.
that. Them
Yeah.
niggas.
Mhm.
I mean, some of the songs because who was the other guy who came off of One Direction? Shit.
Oh, is another one?
Yeah, he was. He's the Muslim gentleman. I can't remember his name though. 'Cause he-
One
he,
Direction is they had that hit song, what, History, right?
Yeah. But One
That
Direction.
song right there, bang bang.
Yeah, the Muslim guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he he had the song. He had the remix with Chris Brown on that shit. Rocky to Sleep. He was on a Rocky to Sleep remix.
Oh,
Zane,
yeah.
Zane, some shit.
Zane.
Zane
Lil
something.
Zane.
No, not Lil
Lil
Zane.
Zane. Oh man,
Whole
one time?
different. It's the difference between the baby and Lil Baby. Zane and Lil Zane.
It is just Zane. He had the pillow talk joint. He had the pillow talk joint. You know, pillow
Play a
talk?
little bit for it. Come on, give Yoda some.
Oh, Zane.
I don't know the Zane. You giving me something too.
I heard this. Wait till you hear the lyrics.
Rob
Here
feel
we
like if
go.
we throw that loud ass horn over it, they won't
Right,
do
we
this.
all gonna be all right.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo!
This ain't Jay Holiday. I thought this was Jay Holiday.
Wrong pillow.
Wrong pillow. Jay Holiday.
Yo, that sounds just like that nigga.
Look, Jay Holiday.
Who is that? That's
Jay
Zane?
Holiday made one appearance on
You
Love
ain't
and Hip
heard
Hop.
Jay Holiday. Sit
And
that.
he ain't did nothing else.
That's Zane.
I swear I heard that was Jay Holiday. I heard that song. I heard that song a lot.
Y'all
No.
Yo,
My
I
nigga
hope
made
Jay
it-
Holiday will listen to the podcast because I laugh like a motherfucker when you
Yo, he can come and be one of our guests, man. Come on, Jay Holiday. Tell us what's going on right now.
Yeah, those two
Wow.
one. That's absolutely not Jay Holiday. What was this? What was that fucking song though? Put you to sleep. Put you to bed.
Yeah,
Put you to bed.
put you
That's what
to
it
He's
was.
on the other side of the pillow. Other side of the pillow.
Speaking of breakups and groups dismantling, a lot of people were saying that when they first heard Amigos, they thought Quavos was actually Beyonce, but it turns out that Offset is actually Beyonce. Is that what do you think
Offset
about
of the
that?
group.
Offset is
I
actually Beyonce of the
think
group.
so. I
As
think
the actual
so.
star
I always
of the
thought
group.
so.
I can't comment. I don't listen enough to
I don't
know the distinction of like them solo or separately or.
Well,
is there another one? Isn't there 3 of them?
Yeah,
Takeoff, but Takeoff was never.
Never took off. Takeoff never took off. He landed the whole time
ago.
Damn.
He never took off. He
never took off.
I think he was in jail when their biggest hit was in the.
Oh man, he had a lot of life issues.
Yeah. So he didn't really get to jump off on that. And then Takeoff. I mean, I think Quavo at one point was a star because he was the older one. I think because
ain't it important? It's important. It's important about the names you set for yourself.
Yeah.
Quavo played basketball, and that's when he married to Cardi B, right?
No, that's Takeoff. That's Offset. Offset.
That's Offset.
But some people say maybe that's why Offset is because of the shine, the light that gets shined on him from Cardi. Is that why? Or
so Cardi's husband is the Beyonce?
Yeah. Cardi's husband is Beyonce. Yes.
Who's the best rapper?
That's debatable because they're all man.
Exactly. Nigga, the best rapper is all of them. If you want to go on that category,
right.
All kind of thing.
All.
They all write for each other. It's a collaboration.
They need to say, "Hey, Cardi, who write for you? We need that niggas. We need them niggas to write for us."
So Cardi needs to write for Migos.
Or whoever writes for Cardi.
Also, we're saying that Cardi doesn't write for herself.
Cardi says she doesn't write for herself.
Yeah, she don't write for herself. She just make it sound good.
No, she don't write for herself.
So
that's known.
So them motherfuckers who write for her need to write for Migos. But now it's now it's Uncle Neff. Because now it's Uncle Neff.
Uncle Neff, yeah.
Uncle Neff, because I think
Uncle Neff.
Oh yeah, because Quavo's is Takeoff's uncle.
It's Takeoff's, yeah.
Huh?
Wait, nephew. I think you got it backwards.
Yeah. No, I said Quavo's is Takeoff's uncle.
Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Takeoff, because Quavo is the oldest, so Quavo is Takeoff.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, some young uncles out here.
There's
some old ass nephews out here walking around.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's like when you be like, oh, that's your brother, but I'm older. But it doesn't matter. He's your older brother because your daddy was or however it works. Your uncle's younger than you.
What the fuck? You're confusing the fuck out of me.
I know.
Well, it's like art. It's like Kalia, it's like my kids.
Right.
Like Josh and
your little brother and sister.
They got nieces and
nephews.
nephews
It's their uncles and aunts.
They got aunts. They got aunts
that are like younger than my kids.
Younger than me.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Because our daddy loved the scatter with the young lady.
That's why I knew you was going to turn
it. Scatty. Scat is shit.
Scatter it around.
Scat is shit.
Scatter. Scattered it.
Like it's spicy.
That's what it sounded like. It was spicy.
he just tried to rhyme. Daddy and Scatty. That's how he was going.
Scatty.
I get it.
Yeah. I get it.
I don't.
They know.
I get
yeah, we know. I knew what you meant, Rob. I knew what you meant.
Nope. Not gonna let them get that one.
Nope.
That's right.
Won't get away that easy. No, baby.
Well, what else is going on? KD decided to stay with the Brooklyn after all this. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stay because nobody else want me right now." For the price tag,
too much heat. Too much. Yeah.
Yo, he just let media people write stories all summer. That was all that was.
Kept them employed.
Why not?
Kept them employed. NBA talk.
Kept it alive.
Yep.
Now we gotta go right back around. Season schedules out again. We gotta go right back into basketball.
Yeah, like last year we was trying to get rid of Ben, and it was Dame Lillard, James Harden. Who gonna come?
Yeah,
to that's the one thing about the NBA. They know how to keep a narrative going throughout the year, even when it's a slow time. So new media cycle. They be like, nah, here we go. Katie, can you do us a solid? Can you say you want to be going?
Yeah. I think the biggest news, man, is LeBron signing a 2-year extension worth $97 million for 2 years.
No, that ain't the biggest news.
What's bigger than that?
James Harden throwing his fucking birthday cake over the side of the boat, saying I'm ready for the season. He said, "Fuck cake. I'm all about being in shape."
I saw that.
$97 million cake.
Yeah, that's
Sure was.
Right.
That might have cost him $350, but that's like or $1,000.
It might probably cost him anything. He probably didn't buy that cake.
It was free, yeah.
Right.
Everybody else is probably like, what the fuck this nigga?
I wanted to taste that shit. I wanted to taste
I
that.
ain't on no diet.
Kill yourself. Then kill your side.
Hey, you know who made that cake? That was motherfucker.
Exactly. That was Chef Cake-a-rooney that made that cake.
That was the first thing I
Like
did when I saw-
Roblé. Damn.
when I saw that, I thought that was selfish as shit. That motherfucker did on cake.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's my party. No white cake.
Anita Baker probably made that cake.
Right. Patty's recipe.
LeBron did sign $97 million for 2 years. Well, he was underpaid. He was underpaid for quite a few years there. So he's just getting his money at the back end.
Underpaid.
Well, underpaid.
I know. It just sounds
Come on.
crazy.
Crazy,
What was he
right?
making? Like he was making $41 million a year.
Right.
Is underpaid.
Underpaid.
Come on, Rob.
Yo, but
Well,
they
'cause
finally.
other things he normally was not the highest paid, like on the Heat or the Cavaliers. He never really always had. He took less
But
money.
that's the secret. Like LeBron was always making more money off the court.
Well, yeah,
like-
absolutely.
Like basketball just got him the McDonald's and Gatorade endorsements, but
Right.
basketball never paid him nothing
Right.
compared to what he was making. Like I
That's
think
like,
I want to say they said like 47% of his $1 billion is from the Cavs and the Lakers and the NBA. The
Right.
other
Well,
53% is from endorsements and business deals and shit.
That's like Tiger Woods. That's why Tiger Woods could stay known to live golf, because he was like, nigga, I ain't never made money from PGA. I made all
Right.
these billions from this shit over here. Get like me. Oh, you
Exactly.
can't, because I'm Tiger Woods. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, Tiger Woods ran golf for like 20 years, yo.
Right. Yeah, but that is a lot of. I mean, shit. 2 years for $97 million.
Yo,
$97
do you think-
million?
so the
Nigga, I ain't
reason
even got
why the
$97
owner of the
right
Lakers, right, not till Friday, not till Friday at least. The lady that owned the Lakers, Miss Buss, she said that we want him to keep him and have him retire with us because he about to break the record for
absolutely,
all-time
for sure.
points, and they
Well,
want a
that's
Laker.
awesome.
He'll be a
awesome.
Laker when he do all that shit. You
Yeah,
think he's gonna be around long enough? First of all, I don't think his son is good enough. But do you think he's gonna be around for his son to make the league?
Ooh.
Well, it depends on how the path he takes. Does he take the
Yeah,
gonna,
the path that
right.
I see for him to make
He's
the
gonna-
league is his third year out of college. He may make the league.
But what if
He
he
not
go
his-
to
he not his-
college though? What if you go to G League and then because now you can go to
Yeah,
G
by the
League
time he
first?
come up, like he 3 years, 4 years away from being a professional basketball player, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And that's not a basketball player that plays in the NBA. That's just a professional that makes money playing basketball. I don't think he got all the training, but he not big enough. He don't got the talent. Like it's motherfuckers out here, man. Like there's some high school kids that will blow your socks off.
It was funny because
nothing.
I was watching a video of them three dunking. I think it's his youngest son that might actually be the one.
The freshman.
Well,
the freshman. Exactly. And look, can LeBron wait 4 more
No.
years?
I was gonna just comment to your question and say that I think he can kind of make sure that happens.
Well, yeah, he can do the.
He can make sure that
Haslam
happens.
shit.
You think he going nepotism it up?
He can do the
Yeah.
Dennis Haslam shit. He can just.
He
stick
spoke on it,
around.
so he gonna make sure it happens.
You can wait. He
And
can
plus,
do another
like-
20 years.
So that
Like,
means
yeah,
LeBron
he
gotta be a
could.
free. He gotta be a
He's
free
one
agent
player.
the year that this dude get drafted as a rookie, and then just sign
yeah,
wherever.
you can do-
So basically, what's going to happen is he'll be a free agent during the draft, and it'll be whoever got these picks, whoever want to make the pick. That's where I'm signing.
But you
So
say
it's
he's
gonna
not
be a
good
rush
enough.
to.
You know, you say
but
he's
he
not
going
good enough to
if
get
that
drafted.
if Devin says LeBron's going to make it happen, I think that's how he makes it happen. Like I'm a free agent. Bronny's an incoming rookie. Who's going to draft him?
Mhm.
Right, or
Yeah,
what?
I'm gonna
And say
go-
the Sixers have the 12th pick. And the
Right,
Sixers draft him. Guess who's
At
on
12?
the Sixers next year?
right.
At
It's
12?
It don't matter.
Who wants a 48-year-old LeBron?
Don't matter.
It don't. It's
Any
LeBron
team.
James. It's the second
Any
best.
team.
It's arguably the first. It's arguably the first.
48
Definitely the second best player to ever play basketball.
I did see Terrell on
Terrell,
Yes.
Yeah, he calling out. He calling out.
He calling out all of them.
Every old nigga that's retired. They like, y'all fucking retired, my nigga.
Right.
You should. He still play football though. Like he playing like this reality fantasy football league, like where people like own the rights to players and can trade.
His body look like he's still a young boy though. He
was always a freak athlete.
His six pack sagging a little bit though. His six pack do look like his
Oh, come on.
No, don't give. He in great shape, but he still look like he don't look like he's 21.
Yeah, I mean he also
look like he's 29.
He also not getting hit.
He also is not getting hit. By the 22-year-old. He can't get hit by a 22-year-old linebacker.
That's 360-pound.
But he paid his dues. He was. He paid his dues. He was taking the hits.
The thing with T.O. is T.O. still want to be in the league. Like T.O. still want a contract. Like he'll take one if you give it to him.
Because Shannon Sharp is jacked as shit at 50-something, but that motherfucker's name, he know he can't play. He's like, I can't do it.
But T.O. can play.
Can he?
It's just that they won't give it. They won't give him a chance. He's been blackballed. He's been blackballed out of the league. He was blackballed out of the league. He can still play.
Who blackballed him out of the league? His mouth?
I mean, part of it himself, but like but I mean, part of it is you. Once he got cut from the Cowboys, like he never really came back.
No, he played for Buffalo.
I mean, that was like that was like kind of like the like all right.
But then why? Because he was washed. He was He was old. T.O. was old when he retired.
Right,
because he's older than that now.
He running without pads for sure. One. I mean, he probably still fast. He probably still, but he's not getting.
Yo, that 40 time let you know he's still fast. Yeah, he's
right.
Nice.
The 40 time is right, but it's more about
if they play 45 and over football, he will be the MVP.
Right.
But he's not getting no MVP. He's not getting no contract. He's 48 years old, yo. Is he that old? He older than that?
Yeah, but I think part of that is the same way we talking about Bron in basketball. He's gonna be in his 40s. He's still playing. I mean, it's different. But it's a different sport. And
the difference between LeBron and T.O. is T.O. is another receiver that made it to Hall of Fame. LeBron is the second best player of all time. Mm-hmm. Like LeBron's gonna play until he wants to stop. And people want to keep on giving him.
But I think in this I was going to say I think just in any career that we have, right? I think with athleticism and things like that, there's more of a focus, whether it's NFL, NBA, or anything like that. They put a cap on when they say that you're not good enough anymore, versus it being like, okay, I don't want to play anymore. Like let's say someone like us, we're in our profession, we're in our careers, which I know is totally different and it's everything, but everything has its element of like, deterioration or you being too old to do something but all of us we could work until we want to stop, right? Like whether it's we're doing engineering or anything like that, like unless our eyes are failing us, like you said, unless like his bones is failing, unless he's having some serious elements that is stopping him from playing, he should be allowed to play. But I think the league standards are like, no, you've hit this age of 48, like we deem you as not.
Or maybe he goes out that motherfucker, runs the pass and runs the route real fast. He runs the route real fast. He turns around and can't find the fucking ball because he can't see the shit because he old as fuck. So that's right. Don't matter. You can't catch the shit.
Really? I run the 4.8 and I can't see the ball.
Maybe he can't see the ball. Maybe he can't see the ball because he was late to react. Maybe he can't see the ball because he was late to react, and that free safety lit his ass up.
Right.
And now he is a pretzel on the 50-yard line.
At the one play.
Yes.
But I think that with that age does come with a lot more experience than some of these young cats. It's not like he loses that. To me, he's more seasoned.
Listen, man, I had the privilege of watching Michael Jordan. I have a privilege of watching Michael Jordan drop 45 points when he played with the Wizards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he was old as shit. It took him a lot of shit to do that. And he's Michael Jordan, and he didn't age himself out. Like he could have played as long as he wanted because he's Michael Jordan. But T.O. isn't. First of all, in the NFL, you got to be a quarterback to play forever because they don't get touched. Like he gonna get touched,
Right?
and I don't think his 48-year-old body ain't gonna hold up to that touch.
Yeah.
Like who's the oldest? What's the oldest receiver in the league right now? Like Jarvis Landry, he like 36.
Right.
That nigga T.O. was in middle school when Jarvis Landry was born.
Yeah, I just think that with the sport, like you're saying, it's a physical sport.
Yeah.
So and what the repercussions that comes with playing the sport, folks are like, by this year, we need you out. You know what I mean? Like we need you on somebody's bench, or we need you retired.
I don't think the NFL care enough. I don't think the NFL care about your body enough. If you could play, you could be 50 years old. If you can give me 10 touchdowns, they gonna sign T.O.
Yeah, I think it's
if
more
T.O.
about
can make it through 17 games and not be a detriment. Like they don't want T.O. to get hurt and be on ESPN Sports Center and them showing his injury, because that's what they'll do. They haven't had really, if you notice, they don't show injuries too much anymore. And the game is so clean that they don't be getting paralyzed like they used to be when we was kids.
Laying out on stretchers
they don't be
laying out on the field.
And even when they do, they'll go to commercial break. And when they come back, the dude waving his hand, and he already off the field.
They're coming off on the golf cart.
On that shit.
Well, if he wants to play, why don't he go to the XFL, see if he can do it, and then
because he didn't make the XFL. He was playing for the Reality Fantasy Football League.
Oh, then there you go. That
motherfucker. I'm sitting there like that should be just
he was calling out Brandon Marshall, dog. Like he wasn't calling out Stephon Diggs. He
wasn't
calling
out play flag. He can go play flag.
He was calling out niggas that's record that's on Sports Center. Like he called out
flag. He want that multi-million-dollar contract. He like, yo, I want that money.
Brandon Marshall got a podcast. He ain't got no time for
but that's what we call it. Like you fat ass Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall, like hell yeah, I'm a fat ass. Like I ain't played football in 5 years.
Right.
What you talking about, T.O.? Like
I'm eating these steaks.
Nigga. Call out the nigga that runs a 4-1.
That nigga said I'm living my life now, nigga. What you talking about?
Justin Jefferson out here like
I'm eating these shrimp. I'm eating these shrimp and
you ain't call me out.
These what do you call these prawns?
Yeah, we don't even call them shrimps. We call them
prawns.
All right. What else is going on? I don't know if everybody watched the what is it, the Untold, the disappearing girlfriend and missing girlfriend, and the Mate Teo story on Netflix.
Oh shit, we still talking about this dude?
I know.
I heard his name forever.
Well, they got a documentary out there now. Well, he's a free agent, but he's not retired, but he is a free agent. Yeah, you have to leave. But the story is actually more crazy than
that shit was wild.
I know it was a catfish, but this motherfucker went through a lot of great lengths to catfish this motherfucker. Like to keep the story. He was keeping it like he invented family members and shit. This shit was crazy. He got other people.
So the football player made it up, or he got catfish?
No, the football player he got catfish.
Okay.
He got catfish.
Why was it so detrimental to him though? Because he was the one that got catfish.
Because he was clown.
They made him gullible.
That motherfuckers. All they want to say like, this motherfucker got catfish. Like he don't get no pussy.
And then 2 years later, they got a whole fucking show that got 15 seasons of catfish on it.
Like the thing is, can you trust a motherfucker with an imaginary girlfriend when he was like a star at a college and he could have all the women he wanted? This motherfucker online girlfriend shit.
Right.
He ain't a real leader.
Yeah.
That's that new age dating. Online dating.
Like
I couldn't have survived in that time.
The guy killed off the girl. And he killed off the girl. She had, and it turned out it was a guy who was I guess now the person.
It looked like he's trained, but he wasn't back then.
Back then they were not. I'm not sure what their pronouns are, so I'm gonna go with they. I think that's or she. I'm not sure what their pronouns are, but yeah. So it was a crazy. The story was crazier than I thought it was. At first, I knew Monte had got catfish, but I didn't believe how crazy the story actually was.
Back in because I remember when he was on when the catfish person was on Dr. Phil one time, and he was doing the voice that he was using.
Yeah, that's
was talking on the phone. I was like, yo, this nigga.
It sound like a girl.
Yeah. Because they showed that clip in the documentary. He was like, I can't do it right now. I got to get in the character. So he had to go behind the wall. And I'm gonna break that boy's sound. I'm like, oh shit, I would have thought it was late too.
That nigga went in the confessional to talk his voice.
He
like
had to go behind
wall.
like a screen
So
because he couldn't like do it. Like he had to get in the character, and like this nigga was like, so I could imagine like when he would talk to the nigga on the phone, he probably cut off all the lights and shit in his house and probably sat there in the dark like
for hours,
like crazy.
What's the point? Like,
well, he fell in love with him at that point because it was he didn't intentionally go after Monte. It just happened to be him, and then he became a celebrity. Then he started talking about it. And then he started talking about, and then Monte started talking. Well, Teo started talking about the relationship, and then he killed him off. So then he went on there and said, "I'm playing for my grandmother and my girlfriend." So that became an even bigger story. And he almost won the Heisman that year. And some people were saying, was that why he was even in the Heisman contention? Because they was a feel good story, like he did it for his dead girlfriend and his grandmother was really dead, but his dead grandmother and his dead girlfriend. But the girlfriend was fake as shit. But it was a good story. I feel sad for my man because he was. He did. He did. It is a shame what happened to him because he did get the short end of that stick for sure. Because they
definitely did. Yo.
Yeah, he
like
did.
This whole time, I thought like he had something to do with it.
Yeah,
he had to have something to do with it.
I thought he did at first too, but like after watching that on the Dr. Phil shit, I was like, oh shit,
clean.
like
that nigga.
Yeah. And the documentary went further. Like this motherfucker was creating people. Like he asked the girl that he used the pictures. Like he knew the girl, the catfish guy knew the girl he was using at the pictures. So he just said, "Oh, my friend is dying. Can you do this note for him?" So he put up a note that looked like he asked her because my Teo was starting to have doubts, but then when people tell you put a picture up with my name and a date and shit like that. So he called the girl and had her do it, and he sent her that picture. So he still thought she was real.
Oh shit.
Because she came through with the dated picture.
Right.
Oh, fuck that.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy because that was when he said
scammers.
That's what fucked it up though, because it was after he already said, after they killed off the girlfriend, he came back and said, "I'm not really dead. I'm still here." That's what fucked this shit up. I
can't believe this made the podcast today. I never thought we'd be talking about Monte Teo again.
I was just sitting.
Catfish at his best.
One of the things I was watching with my wife that I was like, "Oh shit, that shit's crazy."
Yeah, that is definitely nuts. That's nuts.
She loved documentaries, and I tend to be sitting there with her. I think she's watching one now about the kids who grew up in the Hurricane Katrina on Netflix.
That's one of the old Untold too.
I don't know if it's the Untold one. The one I'm watching the Untold of Ann one, but I haven't finished it yet. But I think that's
I started that one too.
Did you guys watch the Woodstock '99?
Oh my god, one of my favorite.
That shit is crazy. Somebody said that was the practice of January 6th.
Oh, shit.
All of them are. They the right age.
Yeah, it is them. It's them.
It's a bunch of niggas. It's a bunch of white niggas that's our age that ran up that Capitol, yo. Hell yeah! And them same white niggas was crazy as shit on Lord of the Flies in fucking 1999.
They felt like fucking up shit.
Right.
They did.
Well, people tried to blame Fred Durst, but you let Fred Durst. That's like people we were talking about last week when you said you brought Erica Banks to do what the fuck she do.
Right.
Fred Durst is there to tear shit up. His hits is like fuck shit up shit. So you gonna have this motherfucking ass. He don't give a fuck what y'all doing. You here to tear shit up. If they tear shit up,
got a song
he's doing his job.
Tear shit up. Yeah,
right.
It or whatever.
If you doing that, he's doing his job. He's like, oh shit, they fucking
paid him for.
Yo, I give you a perfect example of how you do something right. So yesterday, it was a small beer fest, but it was a really good and well done beer fest.
Right.
All the water you could drink, free.
Right.
How dare you have Woodstock '99 and charge these young kids for water? Like that was
went up as it went on.
Yeah, and it's like in the middle of the summer. Like what they're going to need is water. Like so it should be hoses. And then people was like the free water was right next to the porta potties.
When they tested that water, oh shit.
Yeah, it was like full of feces and motherfuckers getting all types of diseases in their mouth and shit.
Oh yeah,
so you want to drink the free water, and then you so hot, you gotta drink the free water. Because you're not paying, what was it, like $12 a bottle?
Yeah,
By the
they
end
they
of the
like
shit?
went up to like 20. I
they
think
would-
by the
they would
end.
ju-
Man,
They were-
I would have killed somebody, yo.
Oh,
I'd have been
I'm gonna
stealing.
drink
Nah,
your
that-
blood, bitch.
Loot.
I'll be hydrated today.
it was on HBO Max.
Mhm.
Katrina Kids is on HBO
Katrina
Max.
kids.
But yeah, they were jumping in shit. They thought it was mud.
Yes.
Oh, that was the. Oh,
It's hot.
man.
You slide around and shit.
Right.
And then them future Trump supporters was like, "I'll do it again." They said this shit, I would do it again. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, one lady, she was like, "That was the best time of my life I ever had." I could believe it because you were in
Yeah,
that
almost
moment,
dying. Yeah, I
fucking
understand.
shit up.
Right. Almost
fucking
dying.
shit
I
up.
get it.
You fucking shit up. You having a good time.
You
know what I
only
mean?
say that because you survived, motherfucker. That's the only reason you said
Right,
Or she don't remember what the hell happened to her.
Right.
right. Because there was a young lady who got sexually assaulted. I'm sure she don't
There was
remember
a
it with
couple
fond
of
memories.
I'm
But I know
pretty
for sure they
it
were
was
talking
about
about.
people.
But it was one young lady that was underage. I think that's what made the
Oh, yeah,
headline
yeah,
that
yeah.
she was underage. But that shit was crazy because
Said
I
they found
remember
the truck in the
Woodstock
van.
'99, but I didn't realize it was that fucking bonkers over there until you see a
Yeah.
documentary. Well, because you didn't have
Because-
Twitter and shit like that.
Right,
and,
Right. People wasn't
right.
reporting from the scene
Right.
until
We
like
weren't
3
going
people
live
see it
and
on
yo, this
ATV.
shit crazy. Right.
Yeah, look,
Right.
I'm in the mud. I'm in the nah, nigga. That shit. Nah, this
Right.
is shit.
And when you saw
Right.
and once you saw MTV's cover, they was like, "Are we out?" Like that motherfucker said,
Right.
"All
MTV said, fuck this.
Yo,
So,
sidebar.
safety
Woodstock.
first.
That Woodstock. If anybody of our age remembers and knows Ananda, she still looks the
Oh,
same.
yes, she does.
Oh,
She
she
looks
does.
good.
She
Still
does.
looks
She
the
does. She's
same.
still
Yes,
She
she
hasn't
does.
aged one
She does.
bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ananda.
They having
Well,
trap
And your
stock
parents.
here.
They have chop stock here,
Yeah.
but it's
They
like
had
the third.
they
It's like the
karaoke
third or
last
fourth one,
week,
right?
didn't they?
It's like the third or fourth.
Third trap stock.
They be
so
going
it's-
off good without no hitches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
They always
I don't
do.
even
I
know
think
who
they-
goes with it.
I think they had one.
It'd be
I
young.
think they
It's a
had
young
one when
thing. It ain't for us.
I think they had to
Definitely
change
a young
location
crowd.
one time, but that was it. That was more
Mm-hmm.
because of the people didn't. They said they didn't know what it was going to be. I think they had to change location. But I think
Like,
that
what
was.
the fuck is this?
I think that was the only issue they.
I'm
I'm gonna
ever
go this
had.
year just to see what it look like.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Report
If
live.
I would survive,
Report
I
live.
think-
Hey, if you don't survive, there ain't no ah,
come back after a day. Yo, need to call my family and
yes,
say that.
set up arrangements.
Damn.
All right. Is that I still at this whole point I still can remember the show I binged. So it must have been something I binged, but I obviously I didn't retain.
that
I
good?
just
Yeah,
ate it up and
that's
then
fine.
moved on.
Mhm.
Well, that's how I watch movies. Like I
much
said,
TV.
focus, out. Focus,
about it.
focus,
That
out.
Venus flytrap focus.
I gotta make room for more shit. I watch a lot of shit. Gotta make room for it.
I
Mhm.
understand.
All right. Is there anything else going on?
I had nothing.
Nah, man. I'm good.
All right. It was good banter for episode 176. Oh, before we wrap up, we always like to know how folks can find us on these internets, these worldwide wibbles, and all these good stuff.
Wibbles.
Worldwide.
Worldwide
Wibbles.
wibbles.
Why you just
Yo,
let
man.
this shit go? I'm not sure why you.
I know.
Never.
You know what?
Wait, why? No.
We
Why
gotta
would
stop
we ever
doing
let
that
it
now.
go? No, why would we ever
No,
let it go?
you just make words up.
You do be making up shit.
You trying to get
I know you're going
He
to
do it
react.
all the time.
Worldwide webbles.
Webbles is balls, ain't it? Wait a minute, in another language.
Well,
All these worldwide balls.
well, if you do look close enough, balls do have veins on them, just like a web. So it's all.
Oh, see, he's analyzing. What you doing?
I thought webbles.
It's not.
Rob,
It's like
stay nasty.
it's like Wavos or something
Rob,
like that.
so nasty. Change your name. I can't wait for you to get this new name.
Webbles is balls.
Rob, so nasty.
And then he even took
segment.
it further. It's like if you look closely at
You
the
can see the
balls.
veins. You see the
Analyze
veins
your
in my
balls
nuts.
when you log off.
Yes. Well,
Next
like
time you're at the porta potty.
Focus
Well,
on
like-
your balls next time.
Like they tell ladies all the time to take a look at their hoo-ha or their
Now you get it. Take a sip
Vagina.
out of
the
class.
hoo-ha.
their vagina. So
Like he immature as a motherfucker.
Come on, Rob, stay nasty. Spit that talk. How you going?
Look at your pussy.
On us?
Right.
There you go.
At least call it a vagina.
That pussy.
Fucking out here in kindergarten with the dangalangs and the hoo-ha.
Yeah, the woo-ha.
Inspect the deck.
No, so maybe guys need to take a look at their balls. Go ahead, guys. Just another.
I do when I maybe trim when I manscape. That's about as close as I get.
All right. Where can you find on these worldwide webbles?
You gonna end on balls? We can't. We gotta talk about something. Can we pray or something before we look?
Let us pray.
I don't want to leave with these spirits.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Veiny nuts in our hands. Gross.
Next time you got your balls in your hand.
Rap shit on HBO Max is dope. I think their season finale is next week. That's pretty cool.
Rapture season finale already? I don't think episode 1 is good though.
Huh?
What is it? 4 episodes?
It's 8 episodes. It's Insecure. 8 episodes.
Behind there. I only watched like 3.
That's a season.
Yeah, I'm only on episode 2.
Yeah,
but I like it though. It's good.
Episode 7 was
like the way the girls look. That's it.
I don't just like that, but that's a bonus.
Yeah, I think the whole show is a good show. I think. But episode 7 came on Thursday, and episode 8 is next weekend. Next Thursday.
I don't like these 8 half-an-hour seasons.
Well, that's what. Well, Insecure started at 8 episodes, so that's what that's the same.
Yeah,
same
but
pattern.
she's seasoned. She's seasoned now. She could go straight to 10.
Nah.
And go an hour 8.
Yeah, go an hour 8. Right.
An hour for 8.
She explained that at one point.
That
half an hour just ain't enough.
I asked Prentice Penny. I asked Prentice a long time ago. I tweeted him, and he said we get paid the same fucking shit for 8 as we were 10, so we're gonna do 8.
That's whack as shit.
I
would too.
Make 10 then.
I'm not gonna do more.
They probably got enough content to just go ahead and do the 10.
They probably do, but why?
But
you gonna pay the same price for a half can soda exactly. Bitch, I'm gonna give you this half can soda.
I don't care if you gonna like it. You gonna like it. Man, this half can costs 50 cents. This whole can costs 50 cents. That don't make any sense at all. But it makes sense coming from him. Like, yo, you only paying us for this. This is what we're gonna give you. But that's dumb.
It was created by Issa Rae, but it is a new showrunner that used to work on Insecure. So she's still getting her feet wet, kind of sort of, because she was, I think, Prentice's assistant when she first started the show. Now she got a chance to run the show on this one. So 8 episodes for your first run, and you don't really know how people are gonna take. Maybe people don't really rock with city girls like that, so you don't know how they'll respond to the show. But I mean, I enjoy it.
Even like it make me think of the City Girls because it's Miami and 2 girls.
Well, they also are such a good story. They also
no. I'm just saying, like the actual first 2 episodes. Like I'm like, I kind of think about the city, but it's the story. It's a good story.
Yeah, I enjoy it thoroughly. I enjoy it for sure. All right, was that good enough? Or do
that's a good wrap
about the City Girls instead of balls.
I say yes. All right. Well, where can they find you on these on
these webbles?
Go ahead, Yoda.
Man, you can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
Yeah. All right.
And you all know how the story goes.
Dev, where can they find you?
IG as well. Dev Drinks Craft Brew. Ask about me.
All right. Lou?
My name is Lou Belgium. I'm on them Instagrams.
You can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts, even Pandora and iHeartRadio, because we are there. And you can say, Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast, because we are on Amazon Music. If you want to follow, and you can go to www.bruisingbanter.com to get merch like this right here. There you go, the shirt.
We 4 for 4.
Hey, Junior bacons and cheeseburgers.
All right.
Hey,
Support the podcast for sure. And if you want to follow me, Rob G, Rob Stay Brewing, ping, ping, ping. It's back right here where it belongs.
Rob Stay Nasty's coming soon.
Yes,
Rob
indeed.
Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Yes. Bye.
I see you rocking that hairstyle.
Hey. Seducing Rob Stay Nasty. Seducing Rob Stay Nasty.
Green eyes, fried rice, I could cook an egg on it.
That's not what I thought that song was.